Welcome to the Dreamteam Market Real Estate Update. We are here talking about some local businesses in our area. My name is Mercy. I have my business partner, Loria Morse, and we have a guest today, Eric Boles.
Yes, we're very fortunate today to have attorney Eric Boles. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks.
Really appreciate it. And we have several questions to ask. I'll start it off today.
Okay.
Prior to marriage, when everything is wonderful and you're in love and everything looks rosy, you
Right.
don't think of anything possibly happening to your relationship. How do you go about advising your clients to protect themselves to minimize what may happen in the future once they purchase real estate, etc.?
Right, that's a great question. Really, a prenuptial agreement is the best.
Right.
It's a difficult topic to approach in a new relationship,
Yes.
and many people think that we have nothing, so why do I need a prenuptial agreement? The prenuptial agreements are almost a way of looking to the future,
Okay.
because you will acquire property, you're gonna have assets, you're gonna have liabilities, you're gonna have things as time goes on.
Absolutely.
And should a divorce ensue somewhere along the way, you pretty much decided early on what we want to do. And it's almost a way to plan for the future, just keeping properties separated, different various things you can do in a prenuptial agreement that will assist you should the time ever come that
Yes.
you enter a divorce.
Absolutely. I know we have a lot of people moving to Florida. Myself and Lorian, we are real estate expert in the community, and we have a lot of people moving to the area needing different services here and there.
Absolutely.
What would you say, a client should be looking for when they're looking for a divorce attorney?
Okay. I think something that's important is that you can work with the attorney.
Okay.
Any professional, you want to make sure that you feel comfortable,
Absolutely.
because you're divulging a lot of personal information
Yes.
when you speak with an attorney. And also, you want someone who has your best interest at heart, but also someone that sets your expectation, that doesn't overpromise and underachieve.
Absolutely. That's for sure.
Thank you. Staying on this type of subject, how do you go about domestic abuse situation in a divorce, for example, with the children, to minimize stress? If there's abuse going on and someone has a restraining order, but so you can't really go near the children, and you can't go near the home, how do you work that, Attorney Boles?
Well, one thing is, if there is domestic violence
Yeah.
in the relationship or the marriage, we would file a domestic violence injunction. But you look at the domestic violence injunction, is it just for the parties, the adults, or were there children present
Yeah.
or even involved in the domestic violence?
Mm-hmm.
If there's children involved, typically, and there's an injunction entered, the courts will not, depending on the circumstances, will not eliminate that parent from visiting their children, but they will usually make it supervised. So there's a third party supervising the visitations to make sure there's no abuse at the hands of the abuser.
That makes sense. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer some of our questions. We really appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
We know
Thank
your
you.
time is valuable, and we appreciate it.
You're very welcome, thank you.
Thank you so much. So don't hesitate to call if you have any questions. We're here to answer your questions. Remember, we're client-focused, result-driven. See what we have for you next week. Thank you for watching.